During the summer of 2023, we moved to a remote Scottish Hebridean island to be its only two residents, along with our two pet sheep and pair of cats. These remote islands seem to retain an old-fashioned rhythm and a charm which we find encouraging us to live a more frugal and simple life, the way man was perhaps more intended to. We have an ancient stone cottage to restore, veggies to grow, livestock to build up, fish to catch and smoke, a boat to buy, and much more. Step back in time with us at the Scottish Isle. Seems to be lately that it's one long stream of what on earth's they up to today. Can you see him there in the middle of the screen, ferreting away in the forest? This is our equivalent of a local hardware store. Look very dramatic there, silhouetted on the hill.
Just found a different length. Didn't know that was over here. Look.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to stretch over the complete.
What are you doing?
Oh, we haven't explained, have we? The decking, specifically when it's wet, gets as slippery as you can imagine.
It's a death trip.
And you know, I've slipped several times on it. So there's areas that have never been covered with this chicken wire, and this is all in Derek's tip. So we can salvage some of this. I think I've got enough to do everything that I need to do. But I've got a new staple gun. I've never used one of those before, so that's going to be interesting. But I'm glad that I found that, because that's going to
it's nice and wide,
half the job. Sorry?
I said it's nice and wide.
Well, that's what I mean. It's double this. Look.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get it down there. I like the weather today.
It's kind of atmospheric.
It suits my cheery disposition.
I'm just having to adjust the light levels. It's so changeable. This also, we need to remove these. Could you just come and stand on that? Show people what it does.
Well, this screw broke, didn't it? I'm not doing this. This doesn't need doing.
Get rid of them.
It's this, you know. I don't know why, but for some reason this section has been done, but this section hadn't. And then there's here. And if you come round on the steps, this is all wearing away, so I'm going to double this up. Then I've got to do all along the decking, on there, along there, down these steps. This strip here is where that long piece is going to go. I'll just put that across there. And then, I don't know if you can see from there, but the wooden stepping stones that go across this, up to the rickety bridge. Why do I always have to sit on the rickety chair?
Well, rather you than me, to be honest. It doesn't sound like a fun job in the rain.
This is what I want to show you. So, got my staples. The the extension cable is not going to be long enough, nowhere near to get over there. What I can do round here. Where's the umbrella for the camera? Is it on? Oh no, there we go.
Well, does it work?
Well, it's working, but it's not working. It took my eye out. That's probably what it is. It's probably, yeah, they're just nails. They've sent nails and not staples, which means I can't do it. Let me go and have a look in the box, because they sent some. What an idiot. Why didn't I check? I've had these for like the last 3 days. Well, it was a rookie error. As I said, I've never used them before, and I ordered staples, but they sent nails or pins. Of course, these are the staples.
Well, there's nowhere near enough.
Well, no. But as with everything with living here, I'm going to have to order more.
It's one long waiting game, isn't it?
You know, I have no patience. I'm sure people can see that. But since being here, I've had no choice. It's either garner some patience or go absolutely insane. You'd say that I've gone insane.
Well, it was a slightly unhinged laugh.
It won't close.
With smaller staple guns, you have to change the setting on it depending on what shape of staples you're using.
That was good, wasn't it? Okay, I can see what he's doing now. Ta-da! Okay, right.
So we find out it's not long enough.
Yeah, you're probably going to be right. But why don't we just...
You're as well stapling it and unrolling it.
Right, let me just think about this. Do we put it down that way, because that's going to be easier to unfold, but it's also going to be wanting to curve up, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So do we unroll it that way, or do we unroll it that way?
I say just staple the edge
do we
down
unroll
and then
it?
unroll it that way.
Right, okay. So that was my thinking.
It was my idea.
Well, I'd say 35% of it done.
Well, I'm going to order some staples.
I mean, I could already feel how much straw. Yeah, we need more staples because it's a bit baggy in places, isn't it? But that'll go down after a period of time when it's been walked on.
What has she been doing? Rubbing her head on, do you know?
Yeah.
What?
Cook the stove outside the house.
No.
So it's all the blackening has come off on her head.
So no, you've been rubbing your eyes and everything. Silly Billy.
Okay, well, I'll get some more staples ordered.
She's eating seaweed again. She can fill her boots. But somebody commented that is she eating it or is she playing with it? I think there is an element of play in it, but she's still eating it too.
She probably likes the texture in her mouth, doesn't she?
Probably, they'll pop in her mouth,
Yeah.
I think, the bladder rack. Well, we're down here to show you the cutest little boat in the world. This was the one that we showed, a couple of months back that the owner dropped off on the mainland, and now they've moored it just outside the cottage. And we, as soon as we saw it, we said it looks so nice there, it's so cute. It's nicer looking at a boat than just looking at an empty buoy. Maybe one day it'll be our boat moored there instead.
I was going to say, I don't think that'll ever be our boat. I think
No,
that's
I
their
mean-
boat.
Our boat.
Unless we pirate it. Who's to stop us? Rowboat.
You need to get yourself a Jolly Roger.
Exactly.
You can put your tricorn on.
We could do that in that boat around here when the yachts turn up. I've always fancied myself as a pirate.
Did you? Well, I mean, we could sell them fish and chips.
You haven't got this pirating thing right, have you? It's nothing to do with fish and chips. It's about pillaging.
I don't think many of these yachts are going to have gold bullion in trunks.
No, but they'll have iPhones. See, I've thought about this too much, haven't I?
Modern day pirate. We've been inundated with gifts of wildflowers from you guys. Poppies and butterfly mix and bee mixes. Look, we've got 1,200 seed balls now that we can plant all around this part of the island. And actually we're going to start doing that now because the growing season is so long here. Things take a while to get started, but we still had flowers in November last year. So I'm just going to manure this bed now and plant the same wildflowers I planted on the other side of the front door. And then Scott and I, over the next few weeks, well, it's due to be raining for like 2 weeks straight, we're going to just get all of the rest of them in the ground, all around here. Can you imagine how amazing it's going to look next year? I'll go and get the wheelbarrow. Now what are you eating? As long as you're not eating the foxgloves, that's fine. murdered about 50 worms. I don't have as much of these left as I would like, so I am going to use some of the seed balls that we've been gifted as well as these in this bed.
How did your wildflower planting go?
Well,
Have you actually planted some?
mm-hmm.
You didn't use the ones that we've just got. We've got 1,200 seed balls.
There were also another 3 packets already in the cupboard, so...
Really? Mm-hmm. So we've got 1,500 seed balls.
Yeah.
And it's not a case of just throwing them. They have to be planted in the ground. Where are we going to put them all?
Well, we're going to have to... I don't know.
This is the problem when you put a shout out on the internet, isn't it? Anyway, we're stopping with that now. So we've got more than enough seed balls to be going on with. But fingers crossed, if we can get them all planted, this time next year, it's going to look spectacular over here. Because I'm going to chop all this down at the end of the year, and I'm going to keep on top of it, and a load of them are going to be planted in here to get this all looking like wildflower meadow.
These rushes.
Yeah, well, it's because people just haven't kept on top of it, have they?
I'm going to go make a cup of tea.
What, are we finished?
Yeah. It's already too late for tea, I think.
Just thinking, is there anything else I can moan about? Wait, I can't moan on my own, can I?
Yeah, you can.
You can't moan on your own. You don't moan on your own. You need somebody else to moan to.
I think you should practice moaning on your own. Jeeves, save my ears.
Jeeves, have I told you about the